I'm the dad here. It's our youngest son. I'm so proud of him and Jenna. We love Jenna more than gents. So we're glad we have somebody that we can.
And we love gents a lot, so don't understand.
Gents is really special to us. You know, when he was, I'll just tell a little story about some memories of Gents when he was little. He would always ask questions. He was the most curious. He'd ask one question, then we'd answer it, and then he'd ask another question. He always wanted to know how everything worked about everything. Just almost annoying. Ask some of the questions. He was so curious, but he was always a doer.
Too bad we didn't have Google back then. Huh?
Google and everything. Yeah, he was always a doer, and I was just telling this nice family back here that goes to Monte Vista, when Gents was in 6th grade at Monte Vista, they had a school, what was it that you raised money for, or awareness for, or something, and you had to run...
Jogathon.
Yeah, Jogathon. That's what it was, right? A Jogathon. They started that. So Gents was committed to run so far on this Jogathon, and we came, and it was a hot day, and he was still running around. He was one of the last ones. He kept going and going and going until he finished all the laps that he had signed up to do. And he had this red face, and he could have quit probably 20 or 30 minutes earlier, but he just kept going. So that's our son. He's not a quitter. He's a hard worker. He's extremely intelligent and just loves to know how everything is. And that's from the dad side here. And Jenna is awesome. She even spelled, she has something to give me. Did you bring me those papers?
Yeah.
Oh, I can probably, if I have it on my phone. Oh, you have it here. I asked Gents and Jenna to both read something about each other, if they would write something. And I would like to share that now. Well, actually, Nick, do you want to come up and I just asked Nick if he'd like to share the story about how these two met.
Hey everyone, if you guys don't know me, my name's Nick Jones. I'm Kelsey's husband. Gents and Kelsey are cousins. Wanted to tell you the story about how Gents and Jenna met. We were all going to go mountain biking together at a place near Red Rock, and we both parked together there and see Jenna, and you don't usually see female mountain bikers, and I was just like, hey, how's it going? Where are you going to be mountain biking? She's like, oh, we're going to be doing backside of Royal Borough. Like, okay, that's cool. So Gents comes in secondly afterwards, after Jenna and Janelle leave, and he's like, hey, you know what, that tall blonde was like really cute, like, where were they going? I was like, oh, well, they're gonna do Arroyo Burro, but we had plans to do Camhuesa. This area that we are going has multiple trails, so you can choose your own adventure. So we go towards Camhuesa, and we're like a quarter of the way up, and he's like, well, like, why don't we go do Arroyo Burro? Like that was really cute. Like, we should go hang out with them. Like, okay, I guess we will. So we turn around a quarter of the way around, and Gents kicks my butt up the mountain. I don't see him.
There was a cute girl involved.
Yes. And luckily they were nice. They waited for me at the top, and we all got to hang out. And then we got back to the car, and they were having a great time. Gents and I actually had some plans to go get lunch afterwards, but I know that Gents and Jenna were having such a great time. Like, you know what, I'm just going to let them have their time, and I'll be on my merry way, and I'll just go home. But that was the story that they met, and it was so awesome. But I had a couple of...
Wouldn't have happened without you.
Yeah. Yeah. But I just had a couple of quick words on just you guys too. I'm super happy that we have you guys in our lives, and you guys are just, and I'm just so happy that Gents met you, Jenna. I'm just so happy that we're friends, and your boy is just an amazing, amazing boy. I love him so much. Yeah, that's it. I don't want to get too emotional, so I'm so happy for you guys. I love you both.
I'll read Jenna's comments first. I was very touched about their thoughts of each other, and so I thought this would be very appropriate for you to hear some words that she has about Jens and some of Jens's words about Jenna. So this is from Jenna. Jens and I met while doing our favorite activity, and favorite is spelled O-U, so that tells you she spent some time somewhere outside of the United States. Favorite activity, biking. When I look back on that day, I can clearly see the characteristics that drew me to him, and how those are hallmark to what makes him a perfect life partner for me. He was out for an adventure, persistent in achieving his goal of getting to the top of the trail before I disappeared down it, and was polite and full of passion for life. Plus, he was so handsome. Since then, we have had a lot of awesome adventures, but we have also spent a lot of time living the boring parts of life together too, which I think is probably more telling of a good match. Our energies always seem to line up, balancing between high energy activities and rest days. One of Jens's best characteristics is how he always encourages me to do what I feel is fulfilling. He is so supportive and non-judgmental, especially in this journey of parenthood where we are both trying to find balance. He always jumps to help me when I need help and never makes me feel incompetent or like I'm being too needy. When I sit down and think about him, I feel so grateful that our paths finally crossed when they did. I can't imagine my life without him and Henrik, and I love thinking about our future lifetime together. More biking, skiing, backpacking, traveling, resting, cooking, and living this glorious life together. And this is what Jens had to say. This is my thoughts about Jenna. I like to keep things simple, and when thinking about Jenna, I came up with these words to describe how I see her. Adaptable, strong-willed. Is that right, Mama? Empathetic, motivated, caring, optimistic, adventurous, fun, courageous, friendly, kind, thoughtful, loving, spiritual. Oh. This short story will explain why I think these adjectives are a fair assessment of Jenna. When we realized that we were pregnant, the whole world didn't stop. The feeling I remember is that we were going to do everything to keep moving forward. It was a huge surprise, but it also felt right. Jenna rarely complained while having to work a full harvest during the third trimester of pregnancy. So that says something. About the time harvest was finished, we were in the hospital. I was definitely more nervous than her. I know that feeling. Jenna seemed to transform into a warrior, going into a righteous battle. After Henrik was born, Jenna became somewhat of an unfamiliar person to me. It was incredible to see her transform into a mother. She went through that experience with so much grace. She is an incredible mother to Henrik and a perfect partner to me. I have all the confidence that we will make it through all of life's beautiful adventures and experiences. I love her so much. They're marrying on a mountain. How appropriate. Life is beautiful. Life is a miracle. This is a miracle, isn't it? This earth, us, and that little boy, Henrik. What a miracle. How these two met and how we are living in this beautiful world that God created for us. Well, it's so appropriate that they could get married and come together as a family, married family today, in front of God, in front of witnesses, in front of friends and family who love both of these people dearly. Thank you so much for your time and coming here. I know you feel the same way I do, that we're so grateful that these two are married, or going to be married in a minute, and have found the love that will last them forever. So we appreciate that. I can see it in their eyes. Well, it's time to get down to official business here. So, Jens has some vows that he would like to give, and I think Jenna has some, and then we'll do a ring ceremony. So, Jenna?
I'm going to go first.
I can go first. Yeah.
Well, I might cry now. I vow to always love you and to always be there for you and to help you be your best self. So you do that for me every day. I vow to be here for Henry and for any other kids if we're lucky enough to have another one. I love you so much. And I'm so excited to live the rest of my life as your wife.
I vow to be a life partner in this life and after. To always love and cherish you through sickness, through health, through poverty and wealth, through all of life's experiences. I'll do my best to always put you and Rich ahead of my needs and dreams. And I love you so much.
You have rings?
We do.
Put the ring on your left ring finger, left hand ring finger. Okay, and now you can say, you can both repeat at the same time after me if you want.
Uh-oh. Same time.
This ring I do give,
This ring I do give
in token and pledge
in token and pledge
of my constant faith and enduring love.
of my constant faith and enduring love.
With this ring I be wed.
With this ring I be wed.
Now that you have joined yourself in this solemn ceremony, may you strive all of your lives to meet this sacred commitment with the same love and devotion that you have today. And now this is official. By virtue of the authority vested in me as a commissioner of civil marriage, I now pronounce that you are married.